Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chama. If you're tuning in for the first time, you're welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the essential discussion on why natural hair regimen is important. And if you want to know more about what a natural hair regimen is and why it's important, then you should continue watching. By the way, before we jump right into the video, if you're not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. If you watch till the end, give this video a thumbs up, and of course hit the notification bell if you want to continue getting more videos on hair care, beauty and lifestyle. So before we go right into talking about natural hair care regimen and why it's important, first of all, I just want us to get an understanding of what a natural hair really is. And because you find a lot of people say, oh, this is my natural hair, this is natural hair, whereas that's not what natural refers to. So in essence, natural hair is what you're born with, the hair that you came to this world with. So this right here is my natural hair. And so everybody has their own natural hair. It's the hair that you're born with this unique texture, unique patterns, unique feel, and just this unique personality. Your natural hair is just like what we call in Nigeria, in local parlance, follow come. But I want to know from all of you in the comment section, do you know your hair type? Do you know your hair's personality? I've even heard some people say that they give their hair a name, maybe like Daisy or Lucy or whatever. But let me know in the comment section if you're one of those people who give your hair names, and if you really know your hair type. Natural hair can be a bit of a challenge in managing it, right? And I've talked more about this in a video that is going to be showing here, or just going to be linked in the description box, of some things you may need to reconsider or think through before you decide to venture into growing your natural hair fully. So natural hair comes with its own challenges, and sometimes it can have difficulties like breakage, frizziness, and all types of things. And these things are a product of unmanaged hair. So if you don't care for your hair properly, it becomes unmanageable. You find a lot of people have a lot of knots in their hair. They can't even comb their hair, or it's dry and very brittle. It's not shiny, it's not bouncy, it doesn't have any stretch, any vibe. It's not vibrant. And pretty much what that indicates is that they don't have a good or active, or they're not practicing any type of hair care regimen. Hair care regimen in its simplest form or simplest meaning is just having your basic hair care routine, the things that you'd normally do for your hair. And you know, with everything in life, hair care needs to be consistent. It needs to be a thought through, consistent plan of action for your hair. Whether you're going to be doing it every 2 weeks, every week, every month, every quarter, every year, there are different hair care routines that you may need to develop for different at different intervals throughout the year. So you may have routines that you do once a week, you may have routines that you do once every 2 weeks, and routines that you only do once every month, and even some that you do once every 6 months to 12 months. So there are different types of routines that you need to develop if you're going to have healthy, beautiful, vibrant hair. For as many of you that have natural hair, or you're thinking about it, what's the most important goal to have? Is it hair growth? Is it health? Is it manageability? What do you look out for? What do you define as the goal for having a hair care regimen? For me, mine, I would say, is all three. It's all three, but the predominant one is hair health, because I always want to develop a routine that really encourages hair health, because I'm just not looking for growth. I'm looking also for the health of my hair. If your hair is growing sparsely and it's just all over the place, but it's long, you find a lot of people who have long hair, but it's not even, so you may need to trim it, so it defeats the purpose. But I find that when I have healthy hair, as an offshoot of that, my hair becomes a lot more manageable, grows longer, thicker, and it's just doing well, it becomes more vibrant. So let me know in the comment section what your own goal is. If you're planning to start a regimen, or if you already have one, what's the goal that you always look out for in your hair care regimen? So now let's go into the nitty-gritty of this video: how to build your own hair care regimen. because of your personality, and if you're on this channel a lot, you know that we talk about individual lifestyle, your personality, if you have a lot of time, what's your schedule like. There are a lot of things that you may need to define based on your personal lifestyle. So when there was a season of my life where I used to take care of my hair every week, every weekend, I was like on it back to back. So I used to say to myself, I can't let my hair go for 7 days without washing it. Like that's the max. 6 to 7 days is the most I can carry my hair before without washing it. But as I've become more busy in my life, I've had to say, okay, you know what, that can't work for me. I can't wash my hair every 6 to 7 days. So I'm now taking my hair for 14 days, 12 to 14 days before having to wash it. So max is 2 weeks before I then have to wash my hair. So depending on your lifestyle, you develop a routine for yourself. And like I mentioned earlier, I have a routine for every 2 weeks. I have a routine for once a month, and I have a routine for half year. So at half year is when you think about things like trimming, you think about things like hair mask, you think about all those much more extravagant things that you will do on your hair, because those are not things that you will do every time, because you defeat the purpose of hair growth. But you then need to look at those for for extended periods of time. Like we said earlier, what's your goal? So you build your hair regimen around the goal. So if you have maybe issues with your scalp that you're trying to treat, then you can decide to use treatments every once a month and just do regular wash, like a regular washing, and just deep condition and leave-in for every 2 weeks. So it depends on really what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to treat a particular thing or whether you're trying to grow your hair. So you're using a specific type of treatment for growth, or you're just focused on hair health. Depending on your lifestyle, depending on what your goal is, will form what you would now call a regimen. But the number one thing with regimens is that you need to be consistent. A regimen really is a routine. And what is a routine? Something that you do over time. So you want to be consistent with whatever it is that you're setting out to do. So if you decide with yourself now and say, I want to develop a routine for every 2 weeks, I'm going to be washing my hair, you must be consistent with washing your hair every 2 weeks. So you just must be consistent with your routine. It's not just a one-off thing that you say, okay, I do it once this 2 weeks, and then before you do it, it's another 5 weeks or another 10 weeks. That's not a consistent hair regimen, because your hair will not benefit from the essence of a regimen is focused on your lifestyle and what it is that you're trying to achieve with your hair. So you just find all those things within your hair care procedure that you do on a regular basis, and then split them into timetables. So you can have a hair timetable that on, because it even helps with your manageability. When you know you're going to wash your hair, you can focus on that and say, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing for this hair, for this week, for this on my hair. And then it helps you stay organized. So just let me know in the comment section, what has been the most important tool or product for you in your hair care regimen? For those of you that have hair regimen already, what has been the most important tool and the most important product, or the most important product for you in your regimen, and how has that changed the game for you? Because you're not just going to be doing this hair treatment and hair regimen thing. You also, like I mentioned earlier, which is the most important thing, you must set a goal of what you want to achieve so that you can track and you can say, okay, has this regimen been beneficial to me? If it's not working for you, you can switch it up. You can do something else, or you can reestablish or redefine your regimen. So you must have a goal, and you must be consistent with the regimen that you set, and you must from time to time review and say, okay, has this regimen worked for me? Did I achieve what I set out to achieve, or can I do more to achieve what my goals are? So you really need to set a goal and then begin to track. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I didn't want it to be too long. I just wanted to come in here and give you guys my 2 cents on why you should create a regimen, because it has been beneficial to me, and it would be bad of me to withhold that information and not share with you guys. Just having a hair regimen, first of all, gives you a bit of sanity, because you have a lot of things competing for time in your life. So just knowing what to do on when, especially if you're an organized person, you know that you just always want to plan ahead for what you want to do with your hair. If not, you end up never taking care of your hair. You may just push it as a non-priority. So before we wrap up, let me just recap on why a hair care regimen is important. First of all, it helps you organize yourself. It helps you save time. It also helps you to establish some type of training for your hair, so your hair knows what to expect and when to expect it, and how to absorb the nutrients. You're not going to be doing treatment overload or nutrient overload or care overload, because you can't have that. When you over care for your hair, you can stump with the growth. So you're a bit more planned in your approach of how you take care of your hair. Another thing is that hair care regimens help you define what the goal is for your hair, and you can always revisit and revise and tweak it to suit whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And if you're a busy person, this is just the number one thing that you want to have, so that you don't spend too much time trying to think of what you're supposed to do or which day. And lastly is that you're giving your hair a 360 type of treatment, because when you sit down and you plan a regimen, it's like it's a thought out process, because you're saying, okay, on this day, what does my hair need? On this second treatment, what does my hair need? On my quarterly routine, what does my hair need? So you're really giving your hair the 360 treatment and care that it needs. I hope you found this video insightful. I hope you found this video entertaining as well as educative. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite part of this video was and what you'd like me to share more on. If you're not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also share this video with your friends and family. Also, if you want to keep on getting notifications about when I drop a new video, then ring the notification bell, so that every time I drop a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.